Hi, welcome to my popcorn and a movie. Sorry, I wish I could give y'all some real popcorn. I wish I had some too. But anyway, hopefully it'll be enjoyable without the popcorn. Okay, let me start by saying that I highly recommend The Social Network. I really just love this movie so much. I've seen it so many times, and that's probably one of the reasons why I chose to do this assignment. It is just such a good movie. I really enjoy it. All right, we're going to start off by talking about Mark, who is the character I chose, and he is the main character in the movie. We're going to talk about his leadership style. Mark was definitely an overly aggressive authoritarian. This type of leader is normally one who dictates policies and procedure. They will also decide what the goals are that the group is trying to achieve and controls all related activities with any real participation, thinking, and input from other group members. This type of leader has full control of the group, which leaves them with a low sense of dependence as well as low morale. We see absolutely all of these characteristics in Mark throughout the movie. Surprisingly, as many people as he pushed away, his leadership style, he never really changed his approach any at all. He seems stuck in his ways no matter what the outcome or who he hurts in the process. Most of the characters that end up meeting Mr. Mark in the film view him as a jerk or unkind and a very selfish person who was really only focused on success. And that is how a lot of times the people with that type of leadership, when it's very aggressive, are seen in real life as well. Okay, in hindsight, I definitely think that Mark and the movie as a whole probably would have had a much better outcome if he had used a more democratic leadership style. As we see in our wonderful country that we live in, normally the democratic style works out a lot better. That is how we run our government, is through a democracy. So anyway, off of that little tangent, a democratic leader facilitates conversations and ideas. And that is something that Mark really did not do very well. So imagine if he had been more democratic. Since this democratic leader, as I said, facilitates the conversations and ideas, then more ideas would have been able to be used. And I can't even imagine how much more successful Facebook would have been. When people feel that they have a safe environment to to learn or to work or to compete in, they function much better and are more productive. If he had considered other people's opinions, he might not would have had as much heartache in the long run. For example, if he had just listened to one person in the beginning about not saying the farm animal statement, where he wanted to compare them to girls, then he would have not been viewed so negatively in the public, and it would have had a much better start. If Mark had been more personable in general, which democratic leaders are more so than authoritarian leaders, then he would have been more likely to befriend some of the people he ended up making his enemy by not being so hateful with them all. When a new idea or system or business is starting, it is best to be a facilitator instead of a dictator. The results will end up being much more of a success when the environment is a safe space instead of a prison. Okay, thanks for watching my popcorn in a movie. I hope that you really enjoyed it.